Welcome back. Paperweight Degrees, episode 5, your favorite new podcast. I'm your co-host Coulter alongside Tyler.
Hey,
Tyler.
how are you?
Oh, there's Tyler. Streaming live on Thursdays, uploads on Fridays.
Yeah, last week was a little different, but we're still doing Thursdays.
That's right, we're back on track.
Man,
Um,
it is hot
how you
as
doing?
fuck. I'm hot. That's what I'm
It's
doing.
hot as tits, man.
I'm just fucking chilling here in my underwear. It's hot as fuck. I got the
Well, I'm not in
fan
my
blowing
underwear,
right
but
on me. You know what I'm saying?
right on your underwear.
Yeah, right on me. Gonna keep me cool a little bit, but take an ice bath or something, man. It's hot.
Dude, what's the
Hot, hot,
fucking
hot.
temperature?
Hot, 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 hot.
It's in Southern California. It's starting to get fucking hot. It's like
Way hot.
low 90s, high 80s.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it's bad. I have a
It's bad.
swamp cooler that I took off for the wintertime, and I haven't set it back up, so I have nothing. It's fucking hot.
Oh no, you just got like a little hamster wheel
Yeah.
moving a fan.
Yep. Yeah, boy.
All
So,
right, so
what's going on this week? A lot. That's the answer to that.
there's
A lot of
there's
stuff
always
going on
there's
this week.
always stuff going on this week. Crazy. Um,
Coronavirus is old news now. There's lots
yeah,
of other stuff
I'm sick
happening
of
right
talking
now.
about that.
It's
Well,
old
let's not talk
news.
about it this week.
Well, I think we're pretty much set to. I mean, everyone's already started reopening. Everyone's going out. All the places are opening. I mean, it's happening whether anyone likes it or not.
Yeah, true.
I
And I
mean,
think everyone's formed an opinion on it. There's really
there's
no
so much other
molding
stuff
left to
that's been
happen.
happening. It's like COVID's dying down now.
Well, yeah,
At least
it's old
the
news.
talk about it. I mean, yeah,
I'm
old
not sure what
news.
the numbers are at like this very moment, but I'm pretty sure we hit around
Well, I know
100,000
it's
in America.
100,000 because that's what everyone spams on Trump's Twitter. 100,000. That's all you have to say.
Yeah,
I'm sure he loves
100K.
that. Seen that?
Yeah, U.S. hit 1.7 million
There's a lot
cases,
of
100,000 deaths.
Twitter stuff we have this week. A whole lot.
Sort of beef. Yeah, I
Lots
mean,
of
yeah,
beefs.
not too much new on Corona, so we'll skip
President
past it.
beefs. H3
Let's start
beefs.
with
There's
let's
some
start with
stew this week.
there's a fucking tea and a
Stew.
half, some
Yeah.
hot
Some
tea.
beef stew.
Let's start with this rant that you're mentioning.
Yeah. I
Do you want
had
to
I had a friend send me a link to a tweet that was
Uh-huh.
pretty wild, and I don't even know if I read through it all, but it's worth talking about for sure. It's
Is it racist?
it's pretty
Should we put
nuts.
it on? Should we put it on
It's not racist.
stream?
It's
Okay. Good.
unless you're a cis white male, it's not racist.
Uh-oh. It's one of those.
Yeah. So I have it up on stream now.
Oh, yes, I remember.
So yeah. So the original tweet, I thought it was a joke when I first saw it, if I'm being honest, because it just the original tweet, I have it up, it says people are still marrying men and having kids with them in 2020. Sad.
Holy hell.
So without even reading more into this, I thought that was a joke, right? You know,
Yeah, it
the
sounds
meme of,
yeah.
men are trash, all that stuff. But no, it's very serious. Very serious. Women
Does
should
it
not
they
be
go in more detail?
having kids with men. They should not be doing that. Yeah, lots of detail. She has a very I'm assuming it's a she. I'm not labeling here. So she says there needs to be another alternative for straight women. So she's saying that women
What?
shouldn't be having kids with men and they need another alternative. I don't know what alternative there is. Is there some sort of some biocum being produced or something that you could do that's not actually a father? Yeah, what?
Some
I
other
don't
race
I
that we
got
just don't know about.
I got news for you. There's no alternative. I mean, I guess maybe you
Yeah,
can
I mean,
adopt or something.
you can like artificially
Which,
inseminate in like a
yeah,
lab, but I'm not sure the state of that technology.
yeah. And then she said, I'm guessing at this point she was starting to get a lot of hate. And she said, I said what I said, stay mad. And there are just some people calling her out because it sounds kind of ridiculous. She says okay to some other person calling her out. And she said, if you're a man mad at this tweet, I don't give a shit. Argue with your mom about it. If you're not a man and you're mad at this tweet, direct your anger at the patriarchy. Ask yourself why women married to men have lower life expectancies and higher rates of mental health issues.
What?
First of
What?
all, I don't want to go argue with my mom. Why would you tell someone to go argue with their mom? Wouldn't that
That's
be
my mom.
Wouldn't that be against her argument if I go and argue with a woman about this? right?
Maybe she said you can go argue with your mom because she's gonna sit you the fuck down and put you in your place.
Yeah, I think she'd be shocked at how many moms would think that's a little bit insane.
Because your mom
Because
knows
they
better.
had kids, right? They did have
Mm.
kids with the man.
Yeah, actually, don't talk to your mom because she
I
violated
don't think she would like
our
the outcome
statement.
of that. You think she's talked to her mom about this? What do you think her mom said?
No, because her mom had sex with her dad and
Yeah, right.
gave birth to her. So like,
There's there's way more to this though.
yeah,
She
she's not talking
says,
to her mom
and then
anymore.
ask yourself why people, but especially women, are under so much pressure to be partnered, especially with men, and to have kids with them. For what? Women gain nothing from marrying men, nothing good anyways. Men get all the benefits. There's a lot to unpack there. Why? Who's
That list is
pressuring women to have kids? Who's doing that? In my
to
experience,
be
it's the
partnered.
man that doesn't want kids most of the time, right? That's
Yeah,
that's the running joke, anyways.
I'm on team no kids.
Yeah, right.
I'm on this bitch's
I'd like
side,
to
but
meet.
like I
I'd
don't
like
know
to meet
where.
the group of people that are pressuring straight women to have kids with straight men, right?
That is some like 1920s logic right there.
And
I
then,
don't know. In this day and age, it's less like you're way more independent than people have ever been.
yeah, she says women gain nothing from marrying men, nothing good anyways. Men get all the benefits. What? Tell me
What?
right now, Coulter. What benefits does a man get that a woman does not get for being married?
Don't they both get tax cuts?
Yeah, I'm
There you
looking for
go.
benefits for just the men. Give me
For
one,
just the
Coulter.
men?
Yeah, give me one.
Just the men.
That's what she said. Men get all the benefits. What benefits is she talking about?
Uh,
If she said, something about most of the time women are the ones staying home with their kids, and she said something that maybe women don't like that or something, I might get behind that or see where she's coming from. But that's not even what she's talking. She just said men get all the benefits.
isn't it a choice?
I'm confused about what
Why?
benefits were. Should I be having kids right now? What benefits do I get?
There's
Um,
something that we don't know. Because if we knew, we'd be having kids because we're
right?
clearly
Yeah,
strong
I don't
men.
want kids right now, but from this tweet, I'm thinking about it. I want some
I'm
benefits.
thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it. What
I
benefits do
just
I
walk
want?
over. Yeah. I'm not sure what the fuck she's talking about.
Interesting.
Men
If
get all the
if
benefits.
anyone knows what benefits men get from having
Yeah,
children
it's a
that women
fucking
don't get,
partnership.
I would like to know. She then said, I tweeted this yesterday after reading this piece. This woman shut down her company and laid off her employees because her good for nothing husband, who is unemployed, couldn't handle taking care of their son on his own.
What?
First of all, I think that's pretty garbage can. I agree, that's pretty shitty. But to use this as your argument I I wouldn't do that. Would you do that?
No,
I
there's two
feel like
different.
this is in the minority of situations. This is not a common thing that
Yeah.
happens, I don't think.
No, well, there's two different like ridiculous things here. First of all, like I don't know the situation of this woman who shut down her entire fucking company just to take care of her sick kid. Maybe
It's
the
not a
kid's
sick kid. Just
maybe the
taking
kid's
care of
sick
their son.
as a just a kid.
Maybe. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay,
It
we'll give
doesn't
it
say
benefit.
sick
It's
kid,
like
but we'll say.
life or death. You got to shut down this company or your kid dies. Maybe.
I think the answer here might be to this shouldn't be your husband. Also, why
Yeah,
is
maybe
he
your husband is a piece of
unemployed
shit.
when you have a company? Could you not employ your
Oh yeah,
husband?
give him a fucking job.
I mean, I've heard bad things about working. I've had a family. My family had a family business, and working with family is pretty bad. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt there. Actually, I'll
I don't know.
rescind that argument. Sometimes working with family
Maybe.
can be pretty bad, but
Maybe you just need to take care of the kid.
yeah, I feel like if your husband is unable to take care of their son and can't find another option and tells you to shut down your company, that might be a red flag,
Yeah,
right?
that's.
I think that's a pretty solid red flag. But wait, there's
But
way
there's
more,
more.
way more. If you're a straight woman who wants a marriage and kids,
Holy
you're
hell.
screwed. I don't care how kind and progressive your husband is, you will be doing the bulk of the child care and housework. You will be more stressed than he is. Your chances of being a victim of violence will increase.
What the fuck? Okay,
I
that's
I can
just
see
wrong, isn't it?
the I feel like right now society does have women doing most of the childcare and housework, but I agree with that. But if I were to come out and say that, I feel like people would label me as some sort of sexist. But I agree. I think
Huh.
it's right. I don't necessarily agree that that's how it should be. I think it's right.
Yeah, I mean,
But
If you're getting married,
not everyone is gonna force you to stay. This girl has a sad view of the world. I think very sad if she
yeah,
thinks that
it's
every
so.
man is just reaping in the benefits and totally taking advantage of you and having kids with you just for benefits, and she just wants you because you're gonna stay home and do housework for him. That's insane. Not I don't know about that.
Does this woman know any like wives?
Yeah, that's what I don't know, man.
Like, have you talked to any of them? I There are plenty of women out there who are not slaves to their husband, like you're painting them to be.
All right. Then she says, like, that's just how it is. Women partnered with
Like,
men are doomed.
wait, is she from LA?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Not sure. Doesn't say in her bio. I'm not sure. She said, I'll read this again. Like, that's just how it
Okay.
is. Women partnered with men are doomed. What's the alternative? I don't know. But I think there are two things we can work on in the meantime. One, dismantle the patriarchy. Two,
Woo!
normalize different kinds of relationships and families.
What?
I don't know what alternative she's looking for. You to get a
Yeah.
child, there's no science that lets you have a like a some artificially generated semen to have a child without a father, right?
No, I know of.
You could just dismantle the patriarchy. That'd be yeah, just do that.
I'm on board with that. Let's just do
Yeah.
that. Let's go march somewhere.
Normalize different kinds of relationships and families. I don't know what she means by this, but I'm going off of a limb and saying that
Different kind.
maybe you just use someone to have a kid, but you're not attached at all, and you're just using them to get a kid, right? I
mean,
think
if
if
she
I
leaves it
remember
so
this right,
vague,
I think she talks about it, but I think she
if she
might go
leaves
on
it,
a detail about this a little bit more if I remember right.
maybe. I hope, because if
I'll
not, we
keep
can just
going. This is a
feed
very
anything into her mouth.
long rant. So, for example, normalize being single and child free. Prioritize platonic relationships as much as your romantic ones. Normalize different types of romantic relationships. Normalize
That's
non
not bad.
nuclear families.
Whoa.
Normalize co parenting with folks you're not romantically involved with.
Whoa.
If first of all, if you want to do that, go right on ahead. But I think a majority of people are not going to say, yeah, let's just do that. I'll have
Hell
a kid
no.
with this guy, and then I'll go with all my girlfriends, and we'll just raise our kids together in one big happy women house. That way the men aren't taking advantage of us. Right? They don't deserve
Yeah,
the rewards. These are our
let's
kids.
be realistic. That is never going to happen in the rest of all of humanity. It
If
has not happened in all of humanity since,
if
and it just
yeah,
goes against your basic instinct. Like, that's just,
if
you can't just
someone
say fuck you, men,
if someone
and
wants to
just
do it
cast them
though,
off.
if someone wants to do it, go for it. But I'm saying
Yeah, but it's
no
not gonna
one's
be
gonna want to do
normalized.
that. No one's gonna want to do
Yeah,
that.
no, that's insane. I'm on board with like
Maybe her
some of the
group of
first
friends
ones.
wants to do that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
anyone who thinks like that though. She says, I don't know, like, if you're attracted to men, that's not going to change anytime soon, but you can and should be aware of how patriarchy will insert itself into your relationships with men. And if you
Ooh,
want a family, consider that there are other ways of doing this besides marrying a man.
I mean,
So get a man
that's
to have
true.
sex with you, and then say, okay, thank you for the child, and say bye. Right?
You can adopt.
I don't understand why you wouldn't just find someone with the same views as you, and then you would want to raise it with them. Well, I guess because she thinks they get some
Well,
benefits, and the patriarchy's destroying her because she's having a kid now. I don't.
what if he, like has sex with you? You guys get pregnant. He chops off his dick and gets on estrogen. What about that?
Dude, maybe that's what she's talking
Will that
about.
work? Maybe.
Maybe I think that's the closest thing to an answer out of this whole rant so far.
I think, yeah. I
I
think
think that's a
so.
pretty solid idea.
We might be on something.
I think we are.
Are you
Uh,
down for this?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
She says people are unfollowing me. Good, weeding out the anti-feminists.
Yeah, we don't want any of those
This takes
anti-feminists. Get the fuck out.
feminism to an extreme level,
This
right?
is
I
this
mean,
isn't feminism. This is not feminism. This is anti-men. Like, feminism is equality for women and men. This is just fuck men. Look, it says it right there. Men are trash. I never date a man.
yeah.
Blah, blah,
This
blah.
right here, it says I say a lot of this, or I say a lot of this. Men are trash, and I'd never date a man again. Stuff on here because I'm genuinely worried about women in general, but also about myself. Because despite my best efforts, I'm still attracted to men, and I'm worried that I might end up with one.
She wants men.
How awful would it be if she ended up with a man, dude? Can you believe that?
Holy
How
fuck.
awful would that be? That's gonna be bigger
As
news
a
than COVID if she gets a man,
as
right? I mean, she's
as a
trying
man,
so hard.
I would never go her against her instincts, and I would never date her. Let's
I
just put
hate
that
to.
on the table.
I think someone needs to break the news to her that she's gonna end up with one if she wants kids.
I think someone needs to break the news to her that no man's gonna date her if they find out about this.
No,
She's
I'm sure
saving
there will be
herself.
someone. I'm sure there will be someone. It just
Yeah,
blows
I
my
mean,
mind how like I feel bad. Her worldview is awful. She's scared and she's trying
it's so
to
fucking
fight
jaded.
off her attraction to men. Like she does not like that she's attracted to men, but she is attracted to men, and she's
Maybe
admitting it.
she'll reach enlightenment.
What do you think enlightenment means for her? Has she reached enlightenment?
Maybe
Do
she
you
just
think she's our
tries so hard she
superior?
becomes asexual.
Dude, you'd have to try really hard. Well,
She
it's
like
like the
gives
same
herself a
thing.
lobotomy.
You're not, being like born gay or something. You're not gonna be you. She's obviously born straight, so she's gonna
Seems
have
like it.
to. It feels like she's gonna have to lie to
Or no,
herself
wait,
to
didn't it
not
say
like
bi
straight men.
in her profile?
Yeah, it does say bi. It does say bi.
Okay, so
I
she
was
likes men
mistaken.
too. Yeah.
It does say bi, which isn't a
Fucking get it
problem. Not
right.
a problem at all. But it sounds to me like she wants a kid, and she's also attracted to men because she's bi, and she's worried she's gonna
Right.
end up with a man because of all the reasons she's said on here that I've read out loud. Uh,
Yeah. Let's
and
keep going here.
and that's why, as much as possible, I try to control who I interact with on dating apps, non-men only. The research shows that partnering with a man is dangerous, so if I can prevent that, that's what I'm gonna do. Wow.
Holy. That's some new logic right there. I've never seen this kind of logic.
Yeah, my mind is currently exploding right now. She says, oh, she retweeted her own tweets from the one saying,
Nice.
oh, I
She's
haven't
on
seen
that
this one.
grind.
So she tweeted, all men benefit from the patriarchy. All men have internalized it, even the good ones. The same way that all white people are racist and all cis people are transphobic. All cis people,
What?
we're transphobic. You're transphobic pig, Coulter.
Wait. Well, hold on. Let's just.
If you're a member of a privileged group, you participate in the oppression of others, even if you don't mean to, Coulter.
Holy
You have
Jesus.
oppressed people, Coulter. Do you realize this?
Are you seeing this? It says all
And
white people are
she
racist.
says, yes, all
And
men,
all
yes,
cis
even the
trans.
feminists, yes, even the supportive, helpful husbands, yes, even the good guys, yes, even the men who have marginalized identities, all men. That is mind-boggling.
Holy
That's
hell.
the one that I really just fucked my mind right now. All right,
What about
what do we have to do for her to think that we're on her side? Not her in particular, just say women or
just well
marginalized
like
groups. What would
this
we
type
have to
of
do?
I don't
Like
know,
in
man.
her worldview, she says all cis people are transphobic. We are transphobic. How do you think one could convey to her that we're not transphobic?
I with this frame of mind, I don't think there's anything we can do.
I
Like she's
don't
gone so
think.
far
I
as to
think
say all 3.5 billion or 4 billion men on this fucking planet are
yeah.
scum.
Yep. We're all scum.
I don't. Holy.
That just blows. That's what makes me really angry because you can do everything. You can agree with everything she says, be on her team, just totally simp for her, and she'll still say that you're racist and you're
Fuck you.
transphobic. How Can you believe that? Can you imagine? Okay, say you knew her for 5 years, and through those five
Yeah.
years, you went to rallies with her, you agreed with her, you supported her, you helped her out, and after all that, she tweets this out, and you're a cis white person.
I think. I think she means. I think what she thinks is that if you are a man, you are benefiting from the way that our government is set up and the way that our society is set up. And from you benefiting from this, you are somehow oppressing everyone else
Yeah,
because of that benefit.
she's using the wrong words though, because being a
Yeah.
racist and being transphobic, that's a frame of mind. Being
Yeah.
You would
Like
have to
taking
say all white people. If she would have reworded it to all white people are inadvertently helping racists or are inadvertently helping the suppression of marginalized groups, then I might see where she's coming from. But saying
That's
that
still
you
wrong.
have a frame of mind that you don't like people for the color of their skin because you're white, it's the wrong word at the very
That's just
least.
racism and transphobia is like an action.
How
It's
ironic is it?
active, like it's active.
How
You have to
yeah,
actively be racist. You can't just be white and be racist.
yeah. It's just so ironic to see if she were to take like 30 steps back and look at this. All white people are racist. That's racist. That's very racist.
It's the definition
That's
of racism. Yeah.
extremely racist, right?
I went to college with a kid, and he would got so fucking pissed. He just for clarification, he was black, and he got so fucking mad at white people, just like this person has. That he was tweeting out the same fucking shit as this person and
Hmm.
saying he literally said, "quote I hate all white people."
You
And
gotta
at
love
that
that,
point,
dude.
it was like, okay,
I
buddy.
think I think some people just want white people to be bad. I
Yeah, I
think
don't.
some people just like they in their head that's how it is, and they want to see. They will not have it changed. They almost want to see it to
Yeah,
back them up. You know
because
what I
they'll
mean?
prove their point. Yeah, it's there's in their mind they vilified him so much that it must be true.
She goes on to say, again, I really don't care if you're mad about this thread, especially if you're a man. So we don't get to have feelings, Coulter, because we're men.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
We're not allowed to be mad at this. Instead of bringing your
Yeah,
unwanted opinions to me, again, she doesn't care about men's opinions. Why don't you
yeah.
go and do the dishes, clean the bathroom, or parent your kids? Just a few suggestions.
Is that not sexism?
No, we're men. We don't get to. You don't get to say that. You're a man. You don't get to have an opinion on that. You are.
Oh fuck.
Okay. Just in my experience, in my household, I live in a different house, but when I in my parents' house, my dad is the one that cooks almost every night. He's the one that
Uh-huh.
does the dishes, or I help them with the dishes.
Uh-huh.
Uh, both of my parents were amazing parenters for me.
Hmm.
Cleaning, I mean, I guess it's a shared job. It's not every man is gonna have you doing this stuff. It's insane to think that just assume you're a man and you're sending us to the kitchen, you're sending us to clean, and we're not taking care of our children right because of you. I'm doing all of it because you're a man.
Yeah,
It's just a view in your head. Man, she's got to have some daddy issues, right?
she's got a lot of
She's got
issues.
a lot of
I'll tell you
issues,
that
right?
much. Yeah, she's got daddy issues. She's got mommy issues. She's got kids that haven't been born yet. She's got issues with them because they're gonna be white.
I really do feel bad for her though. Her worldview is so skewed that
Yeah,
she
I do.
honestly
I
is.
pity. I pity her.
She's fighting her own instinct to be attracted to males. It's just mind-boggling. I don't think she
She must have.
understands that
Oh my god.
this isn't the 1920s anymore, and not every household. She just tweeted out something about the women having a business and the guy was the stay-at-home. He did a shitty job, but she just tweeted that out, right? You can see that that's
Yeah.
not every household. You tweeted it. I
Yeah,
mean,
she
I get
must have been.
in her defense,
Oof.
he didn't do it right, but you just tweeted out an example of how it started, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
more households like that. If you don't want to be stuck doing dishes and cleaning a bathroom or parenting your kids, then find someone who is cool with doing that, right?
yeah. Like just
It's just
yeah.
don't
There's a lot of
go
people
with
in this
someone
world.
who's like that. Yeah.
For every person out there, there is someone that completely understands them, that's the opposite sex, and would get along fantastically. There's a person for everyone.
It looks like someone reported her tweet. There's no evidence of who reported her tweet.
I guess there's a
It just
report
says that
content
it was reported. Yeah.
or
Doesn't
German law. What the fuck does German law have to do with
it
this?
doesn't say that there was a man that did it or a cis white male who did, but she
Yeah,
said
wait, why are they
she tweeted it.
saying
She said,
a man?
"LOL, a man who doesn't help around the house and can't sexually satisfy his partner responded to my tweet."
What the fuck?
Is there more to this that I'm not seeing? Did she know who reported
Yeah,
it,
does she
or is she
know?
just assuming that the guy is he can't go down on his wife, right? She
Yeah, I
just
mean,
assumes. Oh, you
clearly
reported
that's the
me,
only one.
so clearly you're really bad at sex and you don't help around the house.
Fucking get
And she
schooled.
said, and y'all are still mad, but that's fine. I drink male tears as my pre-workout. Please keep them coming. Dude, maybe that's why she's the way she is, because she drinks male tears and she's slowly
they're, s-
turning into a man,
they're so salty
right?
and they're so full of
She
testosterone.
has this mindset because she's drinking all of this testosterone, yeah.
Yeah, she's. this is like another level of fucked up. She must have been like completely just torn down by some man in her life that
Yeah.
just
Some guy did her dirty,
completely
dude.
ruined her image.
I
Or
bet that guy's
this,
still following her and she's probably been saying stuff like this for a long time. And he's just following her like, wow, I did this. He probably feels bad.
he feels bad
He's not
definitely.
allowed to feel bad, though. He is not allowed to have feelings.
So is there like, do you think Twitter should do something about this, or do you think anyone should do something about this, or should we just let it go
I don't think anyone
into the
should do
world
something
and
about this. It's just an
yeah,
opinion. It's a really bad opinion. Awful
just
opinion that
let
nobody's
people
going to get
mock her?
behind. Yeah.
That's the way that it's done. Should anyone try to help her?
I mean, I'm not gonna. It
Is
doesn't
she
seem like
beyond
she
help?
wants help. Doesn't seem like she wants.
It does. Yeah,
Go
it does
go help
seem.
her, and she's gonna drink your male tears, Coulter. All you are is a big cock machine that produces babies. That's all men are.
That's
Okay,
all. That's all I
that's
am.
all
And
you're
until
good
science
for.
can figure out how to get rid of me and people like me, half the human race.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, I guess we just have to keep them around until then.
What if she got some crazy biology degree and did research into making artificial sperm or something? How wild would that be?
She was that determined.
Yeah, that determined. I've
It was like an
found the alternative.
anime timeline.
Yep.
Or just like a. It just shows her like painstaking where she's like sweating behind a microscope.
Yeah.
It's like month after month,
No,
and
that's
finally she
it.
breaks through.
That's the news on this. We are just cock machines that produce babies and take advantage of women. That's all we are. And we're
Do you think if
racist and
she
transphobic, by the way.
Do you think if she was in a position to have any military power, she would just launch an all-out assault on men,
Just delete all the men. Yeah. You know what I just
like
thought?
a Hitler,
What do
but
you
for men?
think? Wait a second. Okay, if I'm a cis white man, which I am, and I go and
Whoa, hold on, buddy.
I go and become a woman, right? I take the estrogen, I get,
Yeah.
I transition into a woman. Does that mean I'm not a trans? Because I started as a transphobe, right? So does that mean when I switch, I'm
Oh
no
shit.
longer a transphobe? Is that the only way out of here?
Yeah.
Is to
Oh, I
identify as
think
a woman? I think that's our only way out of this, right?
it's true.
Or
How she?
are we
How
still a
she?
racist transphobe?
It depends on. I think how she classifies
Well,
men.
we'd still be a racist because we're still white, but we wouldn't
Yeah,
be a
clearly
transphobe.
you're. Yeah, you can't do anything about
What if I won't even get into that. I don't know, man. She's insane.
that.
I don't know what to say about that.
I'm gonna mark
Definitely
this
some
one up
food for
too.
thought. I want to
Yeah, mark this
ask
one up
her.
to all hope is lost.
I want to ask her if I transition to become a woman, if I would no longer be classified as a transphobe, or if she
Maybe
would
we
still
can get her.
consider me a transphobe.
Maybe we can get her on the podcast.
That'd be
Have her as a
wild, and I
guest
don't think she'd
and
like
have
what
her
we said about
defend.
her.
Well, she would go off
I'd
on
be
us
open
like
to
that.
it though. I'd be totally
Imagine
open
how,
to it.
yeah.
I would
I'm
be
inviting. We are officially inviting you. What's her name? Kazaya
Kazaya.
to the podcast
I
to
I
come tear us cis white males a fucking new one.
I would honestly like to hear your thoughts because maybe we didn't understand something. I would be really interested in talking with you.
Yeah, like having a voice on a podcast for as long as you want is much better than just a few
We're
tweets
not
and say,
we're not gonna
clarify
mock
your
you,
position.
or I genuinely want to hear your arguments here, but
Yeah,
don't think it's gonna happen. But the invite's there.
we'll at you. We'll slide into your team.
Wow,
All right.
a very long rant. That was
So
the first of the beefs. We're still
I'm
brewing the
glad
stew.
you've
You know what I'm
brought this
saying?
to my attention.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's all you're good for. Holy hell.
More Twitter stuff. Lots more Twitter stuff. What do you want to move on to, huh?
Yeah, let's leapfrog into another topic. My head's starting to hurt from that one.
Yeah,
what let me see. So okay, we have some juicy topics to talk about. There's kind of two. You want to, since we're on the topic of cis white males and racism and transphobia and all that, you want to just hop into the George Floyd protests?
Yeah, I'm down with that. Man, that was an awful situation. We don't have the video. We're not going to share the video. It's a really awful video. I'm sure if you look
So
it
I
up, you'll
haven't even
find it.
seen the video, but I know what happened in the video.
It's awful, man. It's really, really awful. For
Yeah,
anyone who
I
has,
probably don't want to see it.
I'm sure everyone has seen it by now. I won't go into detail about it, but basically, there was a black male that was being pinned down by a police officer. The police officer had his knee right on the guy's neck, and he was just holding it there, just basically sitting on top of him with his knee there. and the
Yeah,
guy
on his
on the
throat.
ground was saying, "I'm gonna die. I can't breathe," and he did. He died. The guy just stood on top of him and he died.
Yeah.
And that's
So
why people are going nuts right now. They're protesting.
it was a white
There's
cop, right?
been
White cop
people
and
are
black
looting
man.
stores and stuff, man. It's crazy. I understand. There's also a protest outside of that police department, which I totally can get behind.
Oh yeah,
I think that's good. That's
totally
yeah,
warranted.
totally warranted. Raiding targets, I don't know what that's going to help with, but that's happening. Lots of raids. A lot of this stuff's going on in LA. Where did this
Raids? Who
happen
are we
at?
raiding?
I heard that they raided a Target and people are raiding buildings.
Oh, like a Target, the
Like
store, like
protesters, yeah, like Target, the
kind of like a
store,
Walmart.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like they're just going. I don't, I don't know what Target did to deserve that, but I mean, free
They
earbuds, am I
just like
right?
tweeted out their support. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
Target didn't tweet out in support, so they're stealing their earbuds,
I guess so. So I'm watching
earbuds, Airbud. That's a
the
movie.
AirBuds movie.
The Airbuds movie, yeah,
AirPods. Yeah, those.
AirPods, yeah. You go
So
say
I'm watching apparently there was a security camera in a nearby store that's showing the lead up to the arrest. I'm not sure if it actually shows the cop like, assaulting this guy. Oh, it might actually. Not sure I want to see this, but this is your classic American white cop versus black man. Um, the black guy was just. It looks like he was just sitting in his car. Maybe got pulled over. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but they take him out of the car, put him in cuffs. Right now, he's just sitting against the wall. Um, he's not doing anything.
I'm watching a video of
Okay, they took him out. He's not. He's out of camera now, but
I'm watching a video of the cop. There's a group of protesters around. I don't know if it's
oh, the protests. Yeah,
the precinct or not, but there's a bunch of cops and they're armed with some sort of, I'm guessing, protest control stuff. It says it's firing. I don't see any shots being fired,
is it a
but
peaceful protest?
could be. Yeah, I mean they're all just
Firing on
holding up their
protesters. What
hands.
are
They're
they
not.
firing?
It's some sort of protesting gun. I don't. They're not real guns. I don't
Is it
think.
just tear gas? Oh, okay.
It looks like one of those things that shoots out like rubber pellets or something. I don't know.
Oh, those things. Don't fuck around with those.
The tweet says that they're firing on pro. This video doesn't show that,
Yeah.
but they're clearly
Yeah.
aiming at them.
Wow.
It's pretty wild, man. I don't really understand
So,
the looting.
what am I?
Yeah, this is right outside the office precinct. Oh yeah, they are shooting. They're gathered around outside of the police department, and there's a bunch of cops on the roof armed with like pellet guns or something, and they're shooting down at the protesters. Jesus, wild.
Jeez. So, okay, now I'm watching the actual video. Yeah, this cop is putting all his weight into his knee, which is on the back, kind of like the side of the guy's neck, and he's going, I can't breathe. It's hurting my neck. My stomach hurts. Holy hell!
Oh my
I mean,
God.
didn't something like this happen, um, a few years ago, where some cop put a black guy in a chokehold, and the guy was saying, I can't breathe,
Uh,
and he
I
just like
mean, I'm
crushes.
probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember
Oh
something like
my
that. Like
God.
there were some guys selling cigarettes outside of a store.
I'm watching a video of where the protests are, and there's just a
Oh
bunch
yeah.
of buildings on fire. Like a bunch. There's just smoke everywhere. Fire hydrants going everywhere. This is insane, man.
Yeah, so I guess we don't even really need to talk about the death because I mean it's happened before. Everyone knows what happened. It's clearly wrong. There's nothing really to discuss. But these protests are some next level
Wendy's
protests,
is
man.
burned
Like
down. AutoZone's burned down. All these, so many burned down buildings, just gone. Like completely, buildings burned down.
completely
If you're gonna
destroyed.
take
Yeah.
your anger out, go protest at or the precinct. You know, I mean, destroying an AutoZone or
Yeah.
looting a Target or a Wendy's is not. I
Like
get it, man.
how
People
do
are
you
angry. The situation is fucked, but
is there a way to define proper protesting?
no, I don't think so. I mean, the situation is. It depends on the situation, I guess, you know, and what you're doing. If you're obviously if you're attacking random stores like an AutoZone, that's not doing anything. I mean, people just need to buy car parts. That has nothing to do with.
Is it doing anything though? It's sending a pretty big message.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I guess. Oh, This one they're lighting the
So,
flag on fire.
oh, the American flag.
Man, there's some
Oh,
pretty
that's
powerful
L.A.
pictures in here. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one-on-one was closed off.
Man, this
Well,
is
the
wild.
protesters. So, I mean, the whole point of protesters, the whole point of protests in general is to, like, you're fed up with something and you're trying to get your fucking point across
Yeah,
because
send your message out.
all the other ways of getting your message across aren't fucking
Yeah.
working. So you have to resort to this stuff, which is a shame that you have to go as far as, oh, those are the '92 riots. You have to start burning down fucking buildings and clogging up freeways and all that stuff. It
Yeah.
sucks that you have to get to that. Apparently, these people are so fucking mad that that's the only way that that they're being seen,
I suppose. Yeah.
which is a debate on itself. I mean, like that. Uh,
It's crazy, man. That situation is just so fucked. I think he'll probably get tried, but we'll see what his actual sentence is. I
didn't
mean,
Trump tweet out on it?
yeah, he actually he tweeted out and said that it was a terrible situation and the action should be taken against the police officer, which glad to see. I agree with Trump on that one. Surprised. Not
Yeah,
very many
no.
times he tweets something and I'm like, yes, good
That
tweet, Mr. President.
It's one of the only times that I've seen him tweet something useful.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I mean, so the video was filmed like 2 days ago, right? Today's the 28th. It happened on the 26th.
Yeah, 2 or 3 days ago, one of the two.
I saw a video of some woman in a wheelchair. Let me see if I can find this shit.
I also saw that
This
video.
bitch was crazy. Did you see? It was like some comedian, Joey or Coco, or I can't.
Joey Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz.
Uncle Joe.
Um,
Uncle Joey. That guy's
yeah.
funny as fuck, man.
Yeah, Joey. Yeah, he's fucking hilarious. He's one of my favorite comedians. Yeah. Okay, so some crazy bitch in in Minneapolis in like an electric wheelchair pulled a knife on some fuckers that were looting and tried to stab them. Let me let me send this to you.
She thinks she's safe
Fucking-
because she's in the chair. People aren't going to attack a disabled person.
It's fucking
I
wild.
think if you
Someone
try to
pulls
stab
out like a-
someone,
Yeah, no one wins a knife fight, but it seemed pretty one-sided in this case.
yeah,
Someone pulled out like a fire extinguisher. Started blasting the hell out of her. I don't know if you got that link, but yeah, they're not fucking around, man. This is some crazy shit.
yeah. I'll play this on stream here.
Yeah,
Oh my God, they're spraying her with
they
an
blast this
extinguisher.
bitch.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. What was her goal there? What do you think
I
her
guess
mindset was?
trying to stop people from looting. I guess that's the only way she saw.
I think she should be the last person to stop people from looting.
Because
She's in a wheelchair. Yeah. If anyone wants to step up and be Batman, it shouldn't be someone who's in an electric chair.
Yeah, I guess
right?
you're right.
I mean,
And don't start shaking, motherfuckers. Like, damn.
yeah,
What
don't
the
do
fuck
that.
you trying to kill them for?
Yeah.
What kind of cruel justice
Yeah,
is that?
you're looting my target.
That's my toilet paper right there. I was gonna buy that shit. Maybe just like park in front of the door.
Yeah.
She looked
Don't-
like she's about
just
300 pounds.
Leave your knife
Like,
at
that
home,
probably
lady.
would've been-
Leave your kitchen
that would've
knife
been
at
more
home.
effective. Yeah, or just sit on him.
Well, she can't get out of her chair. How's she gonna sit on him?
Run him over.
Maybe that's why she had the knife. She stab him and then sit on him until the cops get there.
Until they arrest them, clearly
And
for
then
looting, and then
she'll get a
not
Medal
you
of
for
Honor.
stabbing the fuck out of him.
Yeah, she'll get a
Like,
Medal of
I
Honor.
don't know what we would have done without you, man. Thank God you pulled that knife on this guy.
Good work, ma'am. No, you're getting tried if you do that. You're gonna get sentenced.
You can send to prison, bitch. You stab somebody.
Yeah, she probably did get in trouble after that. What did she do? Run away? She can't run away. She's on a wheelchair. They caught up to her. The cop said, "Hey,
I'm pretty sure.
you have a knife on you, lady?" So yeah, I was stopping the Okay, well, put the
Yeah,
knife down, and
oh.
you're coming with us. You can't just
pretty sure
stab
it's a
people. You're
felony.
not Batman.
I think it's a felony just to pull a knife or like a weapon on someone, like pointing a gun at them or trying to stab them.
Maybe that's
I don't think you
Batman's
just do that.
grandma. Batman's grandma.
Oh, maybe. I think she just got inspired. She watched one too many Marvel movies.
She's been watching The Flash on the CW.
Oh man,
She's been watching the
I never
Marvel
watched that
TV
show.
shows. Died off.
Those are so
Not very
bad.
great. Yeah, Flash was okay to start. Then I feel like most
I didn't like
hero
it.
TV shows are decent at the start, and then they just totally sell out and make it just like a romantic
Sell
thing where
out.
they have like 20
Oh yeah.
girlfriends, and it's super cheesy with corny lines.
The only
Kind of like the
decent
epitome of The
superhero.
Big Bang Theory. Fuck that show.
I'm a fan. I like that show.
That show's dumb. That show's for
Yeah, whatever.
normies.
Shit on my pride. I like it, but the only decent show,
I watch
superhero show that I've
Star
seen
Trek.
is
I'm
The
a
Boys.
nerd now.
Have you seen The Boys from Amazon?
And I've heard it's pretty good though.
It's pretty sweet. Like it's like R rated, and they get pretty intense.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not like some PG-13 watered down bullshit. Like their superheroes are killing fuckers.
Oh.
It's really
If we're
interesting.
talking
And the
about good
storyline's
TV
pretty good.
shows, you got to watch The Last Kingdom. It's like a
What
Game
the
of
fuck is
Thrones
that?
Vikings, and it
Oh,
is probably in. It's on. They're coming out with the 5th season soon, but I'm on the 4th season now. I'm almost all caught up, and that shit is fucking amazing. Amazing show.
what? Who
It's
produces it?
easily on my top 5 of all time of TV shows
What?
already. Yeah, it's
That's
that good.
insane.
It's that good. It's so good. So good. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original show.
Netflix produced it.
Netflix knows how to make shows, man,
Yeah, they do.
and movies. Netflix is the shit, man. I love Netflix. No ads. They
So
still don't have ads. A long time ago, I thought Netflix would eventually get ads by now. I was wrong, and I'm glad. Netflix is the shit, man.
you're paying for
Affordable,
it.
affordable. You get a lot of options. You have a lot of originals now, which are really good. Ozark's really good.
Dude, Ozark is the shit.
What is that
Have you
show called?
seen all
Dark?
of it?
I mean, all of it. No, I haven't seen all of it. In fact, I haven't seen a
Oh
lot of
man.
it, but I've seen some and it was really good.
So there's 3 seasons out at the moment, and I just finished watching the third one, maybe like a week and a half ago. I don't know where you are in the story, but damn, it
Ozark? I'm
ramps
not
up,
very
and
far.
damn, it gets good. It's so good.
Let me go
So
back to
definitely,
Last Kingdom for a second.
and I
Did you ever
wish.
watch
Yeah,
Vikings?
yeah. I did not know.
Oh, okay, never mind that. If anyone has
We need.
watched Vikings listening to this, it's like Vikings except done way better. Like Game of Thrones quality Vikings. Way better than
Well,
Vikings.
not season 8 though, right?
No, not we don't. That doesn't exist. We don't talk
We
about
don't talk
season 8.
about that. Yeah.
Why do you
Okay,
think people
we
hated
need
season
a
8 so much?
what?
Why do you think people hated season 8 so much? Why did you hate season 8?
I didn't like hate it. There's some cool scenes, some super cool scenes. Um, but I mean, it did blow compared to the rest.
The one gripe that people make that I don't completely understand, I think Daenerys' death was okay. I think the reasoning behind it was bad. To just say that she kind of went on a rampage and just kind of lost her marbles. It felt a little rushed to me, but her dying I don't think was
Yeah,
the
it
worst thing
did.
to happen. But the closure, there was so much stuff left untold. I really want to see if the book
Yeah,
has the same ending. I don't think it does.
I
Because
gotta
George
hope not.
R.
There's no
Martin
way.
gave the directors like had a meeting with them and told them kind of like I don't know exactly how it went, but they didn't have to follow it. They're under no obligation to make it exactly like that.
Yeah.
But how fucking sweet would it be for an Arya spinoff? Because I would watch the fuck out of it.
Oh hell yeah! Are they talking about that?
Are we what?
Are they talking about that? Making
No,
one of
I mean
those?
I don't know if they are or not, but there's speculation that there will be because the her ending was so open ended. Like, oh, I'm gonna explore
Yeah.
the vast universe that
Gonna
we haven't
go to
seen
the
yet.
world.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
getting on this ship. I'm gonna go explore.
As a fucking legendary
Yeah,
assassin.
I would totally
Exploring the
watch
world?
that.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of the Game of Thrones world that's in the book and stuff that's really cool that wasn't introduced in the show. That show really
Yeah, I
should have
still
went
have to
on for
watch.
longer and explored more. They totally could have done. I don't know why they didn't. That show made so much money. You know,
It's such a fucking cash cow. I can almost
yeah,
guarantee that they're gonna do something
which is
else.
why I'm surprised they didn't just continue the main story. You know what I mean? I would have kept watching it. Even after season 8, I would have
Yeah.
kept watching it. Anyone who complains about
Yeah.
season 8, I agree. Season 8 was pretty doo doo. But Don't tell me you're not gonna watch it after season 8. You're gonna watch it, bitch. I know you're
Yeah,
gonna watch
you
it.
you can't just drop it cold. Like if you watch 8 fucking seasons and 7 of them were like some of the best in television history,
Yeah. No,
you
you're
you
watching it. And anyone who says
yeah, shut
differently
the
is
fuck up.
fucking. You're talking out of your ass. You're definitely watching it.
Just out of curiosity, even if you're like, yeah, this is gonna be fucking horseshit, but you gotta watch it to know that it's horseshit.
Yeah, right. I mean, maybe you get one more season in and it's still as bad as season 8. Okay, but you're not just
Yeah,
gonna not watch the next season.
yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
At least first episode. Give me a break.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Anyways,
fuck all of you.
that's the TV spiel this week.
We need to start watching a TV show together so that we can actually
Yeah. We
discuss
talked
it.
about
Not like
doing like a separate series about TV reviews where we watch a season then we talk about it and stuff. I think that'd be interesting because I love watching TV.
yeah,
Do you watch
we
anime?
instead
I
of
don't
just
watch
like
much anime.
I
We should
no,
try to watch an anime together and just see what it's like.
look, I'm not the biggest fan of anime. That's gonna be hard for me. But
I'm not
if you
either.
want to,
I've tried.
okay.
I've tried. But I
Well,
really can't
if
get
we
into
both
it.
don't like it, let's just watch something we do like.
Okay. Not to start with. I just think it'd be a fun experiment,
Uh,
you know? Like
does
maybe we'll just
Avatar?
turn into massive
Does that count?
weebs. No, that doesn't count. That's the best anime in television history. Actually, I'm a really bad
Do
person,
you
so I
want?
haven't seen all the animes. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
But
Like, wait, you don't
Avatar
even
is
watch?
amazing. Really good.
It's
That's a
great.
classic.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now. You know that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm fucking rewatching that shit.
I'm
It's great.
ready. Like the Alex
But
Jones bit we had. I'm
that's
ready.
fucking.
Yeah.
I'm ready. But yeah, we need to watch a series
So
instead of just
we'll
going, hey, have you
think
seen
about it.
this? No. Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Well, I vote we start with Last Kingdom, and you can catch up with me. Then we'll do the whole thing.
What season are you on?
4.
Fucking hell! How
Season
long are
5
the
hasn't.
season?
They're like 8 to 10 episodes, and they're an hour long. But
Ugh,
brother,
that's like Game of
you're
Thrones.
gonna be wishing that there was more. I promise. But anyway, we'll
Well,
talk
I mean,
about that though. We'll see. Well, we'll
all right.
start with a
Well,
show neither one of us has seen yet. You know.
we'll do a watch along. So like, I'll watch a few episodes. We talk about it, and then
Yeah.
next week do
Maybe
watch
like
a few
a
more.
season at a time.
That's a lot, man.
All right.
Well,
We'll figure it out.
we'll negotiate it.
We'll
figure it out.
negotiate. I'll talk him into watching Last Kingdom. Everything will be fine. We'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Let's keep the
do you
beef
wanna-
stew going.
The what?
The beef stew. The
Beef
beef.
stew?
The beefs.
Beef, big beef.
Twitter's
wanna touch
beefing
back?
with or Trump's beefing with Twitter.
I was actually going to talk about the H3 thing because we talked about it last
Twitter
week.
beef. I'll allow it.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk about Trump last and his Twitter nonsense first after
Yeah.
that. But let's check in on our boys from last week. H3 and Keemstar on Drama Alert. We talked about the drama last week. There was what did we talk? What was up last week? It was like the first of 3 from Ethan.
So H3 had the first video, where the initial one that was they were doing some small beef back and forth. There wasn't any videos made, and then H3 made the big drop on Keemstar. Keemstar made the response video, and then H3 came out with 2 more videos. And after that, a guy, I think it's Goku Naru, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, he put out a video that got canceled or taken down,
Yeah.
got flagged.
Okay.
I didn't watch the whole video. At the end, I guess he had a segment where he had something with Ethan's face on it, and he was shooting it with a gun or something, and that's what people were saying got taken
Jesus.
down by. I don't think it should be taken down because of that. iDubbbz did something with his content cop on Keemstar. He had a segment where him and I think even Ethan was there, and they were shooting the gnome. No, yeah, I don't think Ethan was there for that. But he was a part of that video where he was shooting the gnome, and the gnome I think represents Keemstar. So I don't necessarily think that video should have been taken down. I also didn't watch the whole thing, so maybe I missed something. But I don't.
How long was it?
People are saying H3 is the one that got that video taken down. I don't know if they did or not. If they did, shame on them. I don't think they should have taken it down. I don't necessarily
I don't know if
believe
they
that
have
they
the
did take
power
it
to
down.
do that though.
Yeah, well, that's what Keemstar was saying. He called their friends at YouTube, got it taken down.
Of course, he's saying that. It's
I think he
Keemstar.
way overestimates H3 on how powerful. They're not that big. I mean, they're big, but they're not take a video down big. I don't think.
Yeah, they're not.
But if they did
pulsing
take a
to the
video
CEO.
down, then shame on them. They shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
That's how I feel about that. I don't think
so-
H3 is not H3 or Ethan's not a perfect person, but Keemstar at his core is just a pile of trash who ruins people's lives. That's how I feel about it. I think
Yeah,
comparing the two, if you can say I don't like Ethan Klein, I don't like his takes, I don't like his podcast, I don't like his videos, you can say that. But to compare them and say that Ethan is as bad as Keemstar, Keemstar is bad. He
just
ruins
yeah,
people. He doxes people. I mean, his whole show is based on ruining people,
yeah.
right? That's how
Actually,
I feel.
like it's not news. It's just
Yeah.
shade throwing, really hard. It's the lack of empathy that Keemstar has is quite surprising. Honestly, he shows no remorse for any of the people that he goes after at all.
It's almost comical in his tweets at Ethan and stuff. It's like Donald Trump. There's always a past tweet that goes against him that he tweeted out. It's really funny.
Yeah, he's his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not even about the hypocrisy though. Like I don't give a fuck about that. Like if you're a person, you can change. You can change your opinions on things. I really don't give a fuck about that. But if you're just lack all empathy towards anyone that you talk to or responding to anything, it just shows you're a bad person.
Yeah,
And
right.
one clearly lacks empathy, and one clearly does not.
Yep.
That's how
I
the
think
dominoes
this
land.
drama is gonna. Keemstar challenged Ethan to a boxing match.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, and then
That's
someone
never gonna
tweeted out
happen.
one of his past tweets where someone challenged him to a boxing match, and he said, "Oh, this guy's trying to change the subject and get me to box. Like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just keep this going and like show this information about you." And it's hilarious because that's exactly what he's doing. In
Yeah,
my eyes, and at least most people's eyes, I think Ethan took the L on this beef, or the W on this beef.
the W.
Keemstar. I think Keemstar lost, but
I think they both took fat L's.
I would agree with that. I'd agree with that actually. I don't know.
Okay.
They didn't. I don't think either one came out. I mean, they both lost sponsors. They both got fucked. But
Yeah,
just
but
just
even in
a,
like
according to
so
raw likes though on YouTube, H3 won according to YouTube. If you're just basing it off
yeah,
of
just
likes and
looking at
dislikes.
numbers, I guess that's
Yeah.
fine. And if they lose sponsors, whatever, they're both rich. It doesn't really fucking matter. It's just their credibility and I don't want to. God, I don't even know. They're losing all respect
I
that they
would
have for
say
themselves.
Keemstar already doesn't have any dignity, right? He doesn't have an audience that cares about dignity, and I think H3 kind
He
of
lost that a
does.
long time ago.
So I don't think I actually might think that Ethan might hurt more in the long run from this, just because Keemstar's
Yeah.
following, no matter what happens, does not care. They don't care about facts. They don't care about dignity. They don't care about
No.
character. And I think Ethan does have a character to uphold. Well, Keemstar doesn't. He
Yeah.
doesn't have that
That's sort
obligation
of
with his crowd
that was sort of
base.
the whole argument. Like Keem's a piece of shit. He kills out all these people, and then Ethan tries to go help them, saying,
Yeah,
with that Tony guy,
yeah,
trying to send support his way, and Ethan's trying to play the good guy and paint Keem as a bad guy. Keem's trying to say, no, I'm not a bad guy.
yeah,
You're just wrong. And so it kind of goes back and forth like that. Keemstar is already scum of the earth, right? And people know that
yeah.
he has no dignity left to lose. So calling him out on this stuff isn't going to do anything. He's not going to lose views over it. People know he's a piece of shit. But Ethan, on the other hand, he had more morality and a higher integrity than Keemstar did. And if anything, this just brought him down more.
Yeah.
Like Ethan had something to lose. Keemstar had nothing to lose.
Yep. Agreed. Agreed. Wise words, brother Coulter.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
Amen. So that's my take on it. I don't think Ethan should have started it. This whole cancel culture
I
thing
get
is
it. I
kind of
get why he did it. I don't know. I don't know who
sure.
came
I
out
mean,
on
yeah, you
top,
could
but
take the righteous path and say, oh, someone needs to call him out because he's a piece of shit. Yeah, I mean, people called him out before, and nothing happened. And even if you feel like it's your duty to call him out again, I mean, you got to realize that
well, it's just
again, nothing's gonna
the
fucking
people who
happen.
follow Keemstar don't care. No matter
Yeah,
what you say about him, it's exact. I keep going back to Donald Trump. It's exactly like Donald Trump. Donald Trump said I could shoot someone on what is Third Avenue or something and get away. That's
yeah,
Keemstar.
yeah, like
He
Wall
could do
Street. Yeah,
whatever he
just go.
wants. He's gonna get away with it.
Yeah,
But if Barack Obama were to go out and shoot someone on 8th Street or whatever the fuck his saying is, he would definitely get in trouble, right? That's like Ethan.
yeah, because
I'm just saying
yeah,
that.
because Obama is like the epitome of
Yeah, right.
righteousness, or I shouldn't say righteousness. He's the epitome of a well-mannered and tempered man who
Yeah. I'm
just has.
also I'm not
Yeah,
comparing H3 to Obama by any means.
yeah. I think there's
I
a bit
think
of a
that
difference
Ethan
there.
has much more of a temper. But I'm just saying in general, I think that was a good analogy, and I do think that Keemstar shares a lot of characteristics with Agent Orange, aka Donald Trump.
Agent Orange.
Yeah,
No, just actually Agent Orange.
yeah,
He's just
Agent
toxic.
Orange. I like that. I like it. Yeah, so
So hopefully this is over.
I think this Twitter beef is going to be over. But Keemstar did
Or
say, he
YouTube beef.
tweeted out, he said, "Okay, Ethan, if you're making another video, I'm going to make the video that nobody wants to see." That's what he
Yeah,
said.
that's just all talk. It
Yeah.
seems just a bunch of horseshit. That's nothing that happened.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's funny because his whole business is clickbaiting, and that's exactly what that tweet was.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
He's
gonna
good at.
release the video nobody wants to see, or you don't want anyone
Yeah,
to see, something like
yeah. The
that.
only
You know?
he like somehow got a hold of his sex tape.
Yeah. Would that
That's
hurt
the only
Ethan?
thing
I
I
think
think.
Ethan would turn into a meme.
He might just skyrocket. He might
You
have a
think
Pornhub
sex
career.
tapes are really that damning to people?
Depends on who you are. If you're a
It made Kim
politician. If you're a
Kardashian.
Democratic politician, you're fucking done.
Yeah.
If you're a Republican, you're gonna
Isn't that
gain support.
mind-boggling how liberals who are more open about that kind of stuff care more
Yeah,
about
it's in
it?
the name. It's in the fucking name.
Yeah. I don't understand the thought process of canceling someone for a sex tape. Like, yeah, everyone has fucking sex.
They canceled a fucking representative for a picture of her smoking a bong. Remember that representative lady who I think she had like naked pictures and she had like a tattoo
Yeah,
or something like that, and she was smoking a bong. And they fucking threw the bitch out
that's insane, man.
for like doing nothing illegal, as far as I know. Living life, nothing racist or homophobic or anything against their own morals. Fuck, they are the weed people. They are the naked people,
I'm
hip
sure
people.
the people who
You are
canceled her have
liberals.
also smoked pot before. That's insane.
Yeah, that's so
Honestly, I
stupid.
feel like people will target anyone who's not in their party. So I think if a
No,
Republican
no,
saw
no,
it that a
no.
Democrat did it, they would get triggered. And if a
No, the
Democrat
Democrats.
saw that a Republican did it, they'd get. I think it goes both ways.
Well, they always get triggered, but no, it was the Democrats who did it to themselves. Like the Democrats threw her out
Yeah,
of their own party.
I know,
They're
but
just killing
I'm
them. The
saying
shooting themselves in the foot.
also I think Republicans probably jumped on board with that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they did. That was pretty
Yeah.
easy. I mean, it's free ammunition. Why not?
At what point
But
do you think it's going to be that politicians, etc., come out and just say, "Yeah, like I smoke pot," and it's totally acceptable? How far away do you think we are from that?
well, it's got to be federally legal first,
Yeah, right. That's going to
and
be.
that
I think that'll happen eventually.
with Biden,
Maybe not with
I don't
Biden.
know.
Yeah,
But
probably not
Biden
with Biden
seems,
actually.
for
Yeah.
whatever fucking reason, he seems to be
He's against
anti-weed.
the devil's lettuce
Devil's lettuce. Yeah,
for whatever reason.
it's crazy. That's still federally legal and still.
Wild.
That just blows my fucking mind.
That's why I like Elon Musk. I feel like although he's not a politician, he's a big businessman, and that's how you would picture a
He's a political
politician.
figure.
You know, yeah, political figure. That's a better word for it. And he just doesn't care.
Or
He goes
public
on
figure,
Joe
maybe.
Rogan podcast. He doesn't give a fuck. He does what he wants. He makes fucking flamethrowers. He
Yeah,
doesn't care.
he's great. It's a good fuck.
His
Yeah.
cars, he puts in little Easter eggs and stuff that'll make the car dance. It's just hilarious, man. He does whatever he wants.
And people love it.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's hilarious. I love it.
Most people. I think the
I'd rock it.
majority of people like him.
I'd rock it.
I like it a lot.
rock it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so H3 and Keem stuff will definitely die down. I think in a few days it'll be non-existent. I think Keemstar might release another video, then it's gonna be over. Nobody cares.
I don't give a fuck at this point.
Yeah,
mean,
it's
they're
kind
gonna-
of old now at this point. We all know
They're
it's
just
just
gonna
back
dig
and
up
forth.
shit.
They're all saying the same stuff, you know.
They're gonna dig up shit from high school.
Yeah.
Really? Do you really need to like denigrate this other human being that much when you've already done this much? There's nothing more is gonna come from it.
Yeah. No, nothing else is, and I think they both know that. It's gonna be old news. Old
YouTube's not gonna do anything about
news. I think YouTube sent them out stuff asking them to stop the beef.
Stop,
I think
please.
if I read that, so I don't fact check me on that. I'm not saying for sure, but I thought I read somewhere that YouTube sent them something asking them to both stop targeting each other.
What if they start another?
I feel like
like,
that's
ad
good for
war?
YouTube though. Wouldn't that be really
No,
good for
no,
YouTube?
it's horrible for YouTube.
Yeah, you know how much
Cause
views
no,
those are
cause
raking in?
no. Like it might be pulling in views, but all YouTube gets money from sponsors. If sponsors are seeing that these two guys are just going after one of those sponsors and just completely tearing them a new one. If I was trying to sponsor somebody, I'd be worried that someone's gonna go after the dude that I'm sponsoring and therefore me, and then I'm gonna get shit on.
Yeah, sponsors are sponsoring a platform though. They're gonna see YouTube as an entity, not
Well, I mean
all of
that's
the
not what
people
happened.
on Twitch. If you go based off
That's
of
not what happened the
all the
last
people
YouTube
on
thing.
YouTube, that's wild because there are plenty of bad people on YouTube.
Yeah. Well,
Way worse.
what happened with PewDiePie?
What about him?
The whole adpocalypse a few years ago.
I don't know. I don't watch PewDiePie. I don't know about that.
What? Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to summarize it, but I don't remember as
I don't
well.
watch
It's
the
called like the
boots.
adpocalypse for YouTube, but he did some like racist shit, and all the sponsors pulled videos or pulled their sponsorship for him,
Oh,
or maybe not all, but like a lot. And then
his sponsors or YouTube?
it
What do you
might have
mean?
been his sponsors, and like YouTube wouldn't allow him to monetize anymore because they didn't want to risk losing the sponsors that they partnered with.
Hmm.
But as a result, like everyone just started pulling out, not just from PewDiePie, but like every big content creator because it just started like this avalanche,
Hmm.
and it caused people to not get monetization from their videos because YouTube didn't want to risk anything, and it was just a horrible time. That I'm not even sure if it's fixed now, but something this is like what they're worried about, like
Yeah.
people going after each other's sponsors.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know,
So to wrap
man.
things up, I'm not gonna drink G Fuel.
Right. Yeah. No G
Yeah,
Fuel for me. I'll stick with
no G
Monster Energy and have a heart attack in a few years.
Yeah, I'd rather die
Dude, original Monster
physically.
Energy is my jam. You know what I mean? My
No, I don't know. I
absolute
don't drink
jam.
I don't drink energy drinks.
I don't do it that
Or
often.
coffee.
I limit myself. Well,
I fuck
Monster's
with
way
coffee.
worse than coffee. I also drink coffee, but
What monsters what than coffee?
green Monsters are way worse than coffee, I said.
In taste or like just
No, like
effects?
in effects.
Like it get like there's more caffeine?
Like the ingredient, it's just so much sugar and all the you're yeah,
Oh,
it's really
gotcha.
really bad for you.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
I limit myself and I still drink them. So whatever. Don't care. It's all
We all
good.
have our vices.
All right. Well, the last of the Twitter beefs. Uh,
Yeah, we're just turning into a drama
Twitter
show.
versus Donald Trump. Donald Trump is
It's
trying
gonna be a
to
Supreme
get
Court
an
case.
executive order. Let me pull up the article
So
here.
let's start with what happened first before like the consequences or actions.
Tell the people what happened.
Okay, yeah, well you dilly with that. So I linked the actual tweet in our notes. It's under the word Trump. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but essentially, yeah, 2 days ago, May 26, 2020, Trump tweeted out about the mail-in ballot issue
Yep.
that he has started because it's an issue because he made an issue. Um, where essentially because of the pandemic, states are now saying that they're going to just mail a ballot to everyone that's registered to vote. So they don't have to physically go to like a ballot box or a voting poll booth area and risk infecting other people that also go there. So to prevent that, you can just mail it from home and stay under quarantine. Um, the problem with that is it hurts Republicans because the more votes there are, generally, um, the better it is for
Well, yeah,
Democrats.
you can't allow people to vote, or else the Republicans will lose. Obviously.
Yeah, so nowadays, the more votes there are, the worse it is for Republicans. So they take all the efforts they can to try to minimize the amount of people that show up. And by sending a ballot to everyone who's registered to vote, you're now giving everyone like a better opportunity to hand in a vote,
Wow.
which
You're
is
giving people their
bad for
rights. That's
bad
insane.
for
That's
Republicans.
awful.
Yeah, obviously it's horrible, but Republicans don't give a fuck because they want to win. So Trump sees this and he knows this. So he's launched like a full-on attack on this mail-in ballot thing and made it an issue about unregistered voters and like immigrants and people living illegally, like aliens and stuff like that, and saying that there's going to be fraud fraudulent votes, and people are going to be voting twice and forging signatures and all this stuff to try to go against it. Well, what happened is he tweeted about this 2 days ago on May 26th,
Yep.
and Twitter added a little. I don't. You might want to pull it up on stream so people can
Yeah,
see what I'm
yeah,
talking
I'll
about.
show it.
Okay. Twitter added a little like notification directly under his tweet about that,
Yep, get
and
the
it
facts.
says
They
get the
fact checked
facts.
it. They
Yeah,
fact
get the
checked it.
facts about mail-in ballots. And if you click on that, then it takes you to a different Twitter page where it tells you um, just like scientific research about what what actually happens when you send in when you do mail-in ballots.
They even
So it's
tweeted,
so it
Twitter
says
even tweeted out and said, "We added a label on two of Donald Trump's tweets about California vote by mail
right.
plans as part of our effort to enforce our civic integrity policy. We believe those tweets could confuse voters about what they need to do to receive a ballot and participate in the election process." So they're labeling it
They're
as
trying to
they're
clear the
not going to
waters,
know. Yeah,
but the Democrats see it as clearing the waters, and the Republicans see it as partisan bullshit from people that shouldn't be interfering
they
with
see it as a
politics.
fucking fat loss in the next election. That's what they see it as.
So if you actually click on the link again and scroll down a bit more, there's a bit of a delay, so let me wait for you to do this. Um, a bit more is under the title "What You Need to Know."
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to get you to see.
Yeah.
So it's saying Trump claimed mail-in ballots lead to like a quote rigged election. Um, Apparently, fact checkers say there's no evidence to support this. Um, he said California would be sending mail-in ballots to anyone in the state, no matter how they got there, but they're only sending it to registered voters. And this has already taken effect in 5 other states where they just send in mail-in ballots to anyone.
Yeah, totally wrong, dude. People do not deserve the right to vote if they can't go out because they're scared of COVID.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this is kind of unprecedented, right? I don't think Twitter has ever stepped in like this to
Well,
clear the waters. I mean, there have been, I'm sure
even
there's been like a
crazier
million.
is what's even crazier is I have an article about Trump is trying to make some sort of executive order. President Donald, this is
Right,
according
yeah.
to CNBC. It says that President Donald Trump on Thursday signed an executive order cracking down on censorship by social media sites. The move was widely seen by critics as retaliation against Twitter's decision to slap fact checking labels on the president's tweets. The order came 2 days after Twitter, for the first time, added warning links to two of Trump's tweets, inviting readers to get the facts.
Yeah.
So, Trump, I
So
don't know exactly what is entailed in this executive order, but I'm assuming it has to do with his tweets that got flagged as fake news,
yeah,
basically.
I don't know what he's do, but we can. This essentially boils down to a bitch move, right?
Yeah, right.
Like you have one fucking tweet, have a little notification underneath that most people probably won't even click on that
His
says,
supporters don't care about
"Here's
that.
what happens." Yeah, like it's the first fucking one since forever, and it's on something that they're clearly right about, and you go and sign a fucking executive order and bitch about it. Like really? I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all. This is, you know,
Do you
that's
think
just his behavior.
it's insane? I want to know what the executive order. It says the executive order targets companies granted liability protection through Section 230, blah blah blah, under the Communications Decency Act. Under the statute, large social media companies cannot be sued for much of the content posted by others using their sites.
Okay, so
The,
yeah, it doesn't say
William Barr
exactly.
said he attended the signing, said Justice Department would seek to sue social media companies, saying the statute has been stretched way beyond its original intention. That's insane. How are you going to say it's stretched way beyond
Yeah, like
when
one
the
little
only thing they did
notification.
was saying, "Hey, this is not factually correct." They didn't take it down. They didn't like put a big thing that said fake news. They just said, "Here, check the facts." How is
Yeah,
that stretching the limits? It's not
it's
even
it's not.
censorship.
It's
It's not
bullshit.
even censorship.
The Republican Party has gone off the fucking rails, dude. I can't believe
You don't say.
that
Wow.
people are gonna believe this.
I just want to see what the outcome of this is going to be. Do you think it's going to affect Twitter at all? I don't think it's going to do anything.
No, it's not gonna do shit.
Yeah.
This is gonna blow over in a week.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see anything about this in a week's time from now.
Donald is
Um,
definitely going to try to take credit for it, though, even later on down the road.
yeah. I mean, all of Facebook is on his side, right? Like 2016 election boils down to Russia and
So
Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg came out with a statement saying that social media companies shouldn't flag politicians for what they say, is what he said. So Zuckerberg came out
Should
against Twitter. They said that
wow.
social media should not flag politicians because people need to hear what they have to say. That is,
I mean,
no,
that's
disagree. Hard disagree.
They didn't like take down his post. They just offered.
Yeah.
Okay, I shouldn't say offered, but
It didn't offer
it's clearly
it. They
wrong.
slapped it on
It's
there.
clearly wrong. It's not like they're Nazis and they just believe that
right.
people should live a different way. Like you're entitled to your own fucking opinion, and obviously, if you're Nazi, most people think you're fucking wrong. But this isn't a matter of opinion. This is a matter of what's black and what's white, like what's right and what's not right. So it's not even controversial. Like it's literally just you're only providing benefit to society. Period.
Yep, totally.
So Mark Zuckerberg needs to suck his own zuck, and Trump needs to grow
You
a
think
pair
he's
of balls.
just trying to cash in?
Who? Zuck?
Zuck, yeah. I think a majority
I
of
don't know.
people on Facebook are already leaning on the right side, I would say. I would argue.
Facebook's just full of fucking boomers, dude.
It's a cesspool of boomers and people on the far right, I would say. Even my own family and stuff. Everyone has stories and there's memes about your crazy family with the crazy conspiracy theories and
yeah, like that one uncle won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's I'm not a fan of Facebook at all. Plus, it looks like shit. In my opinion.
I deleted Facebook. Totally wiped my account. No looking back.
Good.
I was with my roommate in college at our apartment, and something got brought up about Facebook being dumb, and I was like, yeah, Facebook's dumb. I don't use it anymore. He's like, yeah, I deleted mine. Why don't you just delete yours? And I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right. And I literally got on my phone right when he said that, and I completely deleted the account. It's like, you're absolutely right. I don't know why I have this anymore.
Yeah. Don't even the fucking app.
Somehow on Facebook, they're still. Every time I would go on there, there'd be something about Obama's birth certificate. That is still a hot topic on Facebook, apparently.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know how they still bring it up.
It's full of boomers.
It's comical. It's comical.
And just alt-right people. There's plenty of those on Facebook. I mean, all Facebook isn't that, but I'm saying there's plenty of them there.
It's just so funny to me. Do people really think that the President of the United States vetting process would not catch that he didn't have a birth certificate? He's not a legal resident. Are you really meaning to tell me that the conspiracy is so big that the guy is not a citizen of the United States? You are out of your mind.
I think most conspiracy theories like that boil down to everyone's involved and everyone's keeping a secret. So like Obama wasn't born in America. He knows that. His vice president knows that. His whole cabinet knows that. The people swearing him in know that. But they're all, doing it for other reasons, whether it's power or money, and they're all keeping it a secret from the people.
Right.
I think most of that stuff happens like that. Same thing with like we never went to the moon. NASA is just bullshit, and everyone's keeping it secret.
Right.
And when conspiracy theories that boil down to that argument, I mean, you're just putting way too much faith in the competency of people.
Right.
Like people
and
are
a
fucking
lot
stupid.
of people. And a lot of people.
A lot of people. Like the more people you add, the riskier it gets.
It's like the COVID being fake one. You really think?
Yeah.
Every doctor in the United States is compromised.
Yeah.
Or there's an even more grand scheme of some head guy that's convincing these doctors who went to school for 12 years that this thing is real, but it's not real. And they're making up these symptoms and telling the doctors, hey, this has to be from coronavirus, right? And the doctors are saying,
insane.
Yep. That's wild.
You have to assume the worst of people
Yeah.
To go along with like this evil plot of just fucking over everyone else.
Yeah.
Um, and you also have to assume that everyone's like hyper competent and follows the orders to a T.
Yeah.
That just doesn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
Like you can't even keep a secret when you want to.
Yeah. Right.
Like in the government, just between a few people.
Right.
Like God, it it the arguments are just
Honestly,
absolutely
I
insane.
love
That many
reading
people.
about crazy conspiracy theories and stuff. It's just like it's hilarious to me. There's so many great. Flat Earth is like the big one. That's hilarious. Those people can
Yeah.
literally buy a weather balloon if they all just put their fucking asses together, bought a GoPro for $300 and one of those weather balloons. Those can go high enough that you could see the round Earth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Just save up some money, get all of your stupid asses together, and everyone puts in $10 and go see.
Yeah.
Go see. It's not
But
rocket science.
you're missing one thing. You're assuming that they're intelligent.
Yeah, you're right.
they're not gonna they're not gonna put
They
that
even if
together.
that happened though, they wouldn't make up some other crazy conspiracy that the GoPro was hacked or something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Anytime it
there's
reaches a certain level of atmosphere, it shows another feed or something. Like it would be something
yeah,
stupid like
people
that.
people will like dissect the moon video as if like the video tells
Yeah,
the real story.
the fake moon
Not
landing.
yeah, it was filmed in Hollywood underwater, like really.
Even if the moon landing was fake, I don't believe it. But the, the Earth is not round. That's the stupid one. That's the stupid one.
Yeah. I mean, sure like if this was like, you know,
I
2000
I
years
can
ago.
I can see why someone would want to fake the moon landing because that was during the time where we were competing with Russia, right?
Sure, I could see
I could see
why,
the reasoning
but
behind that, but what reasoning would there be to convince everyone that the Earth is flat? What benefit does that provide people?
yeah, I
Riddle me that. If
no clue.
anyone's listening that's a flat earther, please DM us. I would
Also,
love
where
to
the
hear
fuck's the
about it.
edge? Where's the edge?
Dude, that would honestly, if I'm wrong and the Earth is flat, I want to go see the edge of the world. That would be
Because
sick.
I've flown
Just
over both oceans, both big oceans. You know, like on outside of America, Pacific and Atlantic.
so you think you
Been to
did, but you
both
didn't.
other land masses. Unless there's the edge is in the middle of one of these countries, because it's certainly not on the water. I flew over it. Um, and maybe
See,
the
you
pilots
think
just
you
did a
did.
U.
The pilots
Oh,
are
you know
all
what?
compromised.
The pilots did a
They're
U-turn.
all compromised. Yeah, they did a U-turn.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, every single
Okay,
pilot
so
is
now,
compromised.
so now all the NASA people that know about it and all the pilots are in on it too
Yeah,
because
they're all
they
in on
fly
it.
people and all the flight attendants. Well, maybe not the flight attendants.
And all the physics professors, right? That
Yeah,
because you can
yeah.
mathematically prove that it's flat. That's all fake.
All,
All
all,
the higher up
all my old
mathematicians,
professors. Yeah.
all of your every single one of them, they know the Earth is flat, but they didn't tell you that.
Damn. Feel cheated. Spent how much money on that
You
degree?
should. Yeah, they didn't even. You spent a lot of money to not know the Earth is flat.
Fucking idiot.
It's an expensive lie.
Jeez. Yeah.
What a,
So we can chalk this up to people are stupid.
what other crazy ass conspiracy theories are there? You have any favorites? I think the flat Earth.
Um.
It's such an oldie, but it's such a goodie, man. It's just hilarious to me.
There's uh like not like modern day one, but
5G
there was
towers.
one.
Oh my God, 5G towers.
Those are so dumb.
Those
Yeah,
are
like
also dumb.
it's the ones like the ones that are clearly scientifically provable are just the most stupid.
Yeah.
But some interesting ones are like the ancient pyramids in Egypt were actually like power generators for their civilization.
Oh, you didn't know that? You
Oh,
must be
I
a
knew that.
normie.
You didn't know that?
You must be a normie.
You you must not be
Yeah,
part of the club.
the pyramid stuff boggles my mind. That's pretty hilarious too. I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, I mean
Or
you can
that
just go
like
watch some YouTube
it's
videos.
impossible and aliens made it. Here's what I think. I think that the people who were ruling those people were real fucking pieces of shit and they had a lot of
Yeah,
slaves. They had a lot of slaves. That's how they built it.
yeah, exactly. Like yeah, if you it's pretty easily if you believe um all these conspiracy theories. You might also believe in religion.
Yeah.
If you so happen to, there's plenty of stuff in the Bible that shows, you know, thousands of people being slaves
Yeah.
and just giant pieces of shit. So clearly they existed back then. It's by no means no stretch of the imagination that some evil piece of shit with a bunch of guards with sharp swords
Right.
uh, oppressed an entire civilization to just build a pyramid.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not that
I
hard.
will say, I think the technology that went into moving it and stuff, I'm sure was probably pretty interesting though. I'm sure they had some pretty good architects that designed some of that stuff. But I think a majority of it was just brute labor. But I think there was some
Yeah,
technology involved that's probably pretty
I'll
interesting.
I'll fucking tell you the technology, the human back. That's the fucking technology.
Yeah, yeah,
They
right,
busted their asses. They didn't have a fucking crane. Hell no. They might have had a rope at best.
right.
But I tell you what, by the time you hit age 12, your ass is gonna be cracking
Your ass
for
is lifting
years.
stones all
Your
day
ass is
long,
9.
baby.
That's your life now.
Yeah, it's your life now. Are there any other good conspiracy theory? I think the 5G one's hilarious.
5G's
That one,
5G's a
that
good
one's
one.
that one's predictable though. That one's not interesting because it's
Yeah,
predictable.
I like the ones that are like so fucking crazy
So
I never
far
even
out that your
considered it.
mind is just blown. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another good one.
What are they even saying about 5G towers?
That the radiation's frying people and
Yeah.
either mind control or they're just like burning everyone's brains.
Listen, dude, I feel pretty fried, but it might be the lockdown. I don't know. Maybe it's the 5G towers though. I could be wrong about that.
I feel pretty fried, but it might just be this good kush.
Chemtrails always interested me. I
That's a
thought that
good
one was
one.
pretty interesting. To think
Yeah,
that because everyone has seen chemtrails in their life, right? Everyone's seen the planes that have the exhaust or
they
whatever
just
the
leave
fuck
the
comes out the
exhaust
back.
behind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Everyone's seen that in their life. So there has to be a lot of people that are in on this, right? That are flying,
yeah.
that have a license to fly planes. And
Everyone
they have a set direction. Okay, we haven't hypnotized these people yet, so
really
we'll
had a
need to.
map. Yeah.
And if you really think that that worked, then why do you think there are so many people that believe in that, right? Because they really were
If it
doing
truly
that,
worked,
frying our brains, do you really think there'd be that many people that are doubting it? No, absolutely
they'd be
not.
fried.
Yeah, you'd be fried. They would target
You'd be
you
fried.
first, you dumbass. They would target your ass first.
Yeah, they would lay the shit out
That's
like
the
a
thing with all
goddamn military
conspiracy
map.
theories. Like, if this conspiracy actually worked, you would not be talking about it right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
To an extent, though, I mean, I think all governments have some corruption. I'm sure there's some conspiracy stuff there, but nothing like the crazy chemtrails or 5G or.
Oh yeah,
You know
no,
what the real
that's
conspiracy is?
what.
Every device you own has location tracking on it. Every single one. Everyone has internet. Everyone has internet to all
Yeah,
access
that's
to
just
all of your
true.
data. That's
Yeah,
true. That's the crazy one. Why do you think
yeah.
that vaccines would that Bill Gates that was the other one. Bill Gates wants to use the vaccines to put
Put
microchips that'll track you
microchips.
in it.
Holy
Why?
hell.
You have a phone on you at the same time that's being tracked right now.
You're already being tracked.
Why would you need a vaccine to put another one in you? You have a phone. You have a watch. You have a computer. You're being tracked. Your data is open. Everyone has your data. This is known.
Yeah.
That's what blows my mind. That's insane. That's the
That
funniest
like
part
the
to me. Like, you can see the conspiracies all around you, and you're buying it. You're buying the phones. You're buying the computers. All this stuff has internet. All of your stuff is accessible. That's the funny
well
part to me.
the like the real conspiracy theorists with like the tinfoil hats probably don't have a phone.
I think a lot of conspiracy theorists have phones. I would say a majority of them do.
Probably the majority of them do, yeah.
Every
And they
single
just kind of
person,
accept it.
listen, everyone has people in their family who will tell you some crazy stuff. They all have phones. All of them.
Yeah.
Name a conspiracy person you've met that doesn't have a phone. Everyone has a
Yeah, I
phone
mean I
right now.
can't.
Everyone has a smartphone right now.
Yeah.
Everyone. Everyone does.
It's when it comes to conspiracy theories, it's either stuff like that where it's just everyone has access to something that
Yeah.
other people can get access to, like your phone or your computer.
Yeah.
Um, or it's like super high up government that only one or two people know
Yeah. Yep.
because it's
But
either in
but the
plain sight like
random
phone.
but the random guy who's telling you about it also knows because he's very
Yeah,
special.
that's bullshit. No, he's not top secret classified U.S. government. Like the Bin Laden raid, for example. There were like the president knew it, and maybe like a few other people in his
Some
closest
advisors, yeah,
circle.
vice
I remember
president.
reading a book. One of his closest advisors. Fuck, I forget his name at the moment. Um, oh, Ben Rhodes. Ben Rhodes. He was in Obama's cabinet, and he wrote a book about his time there. And there was a chapter on the Bin Laden raid,
Yep.
and he he wrote wrote a chapter on it. And at one point, I remember him talking about someone telling him about like this plan about to go in action, and it was supposed to happen like in a week or sometime soon. He's like, how long has this been going on?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's been going on for a while. And he's like, yeah, the vice president doesn't even know yet.
Mm.
It's literally there's like 3 people, and then the SEAL team that knows. Like that, you have to, in order to keep something secret, you have to understand people are gonna rat.
Yeah. If
To
yeah.
That's just in people's nature. And so if you want to stop that, you have to keep it to a small amount of people.
Yeah, there's no way they would come up with a plan to fry our brains with radiation because you would have to
Yeah,
tell so many people.
yeah, like the engineers that are, well, I guess they don't know, but that
It's just so
blows my
funny to
mind
me
that
that
all the higher up.
the conspiracy people come up with the most craziest ways of achieving the goals. So if they want to fry our brains or they want to track us or do anything like that, it always resorts to the craziest possible way of doing it. Like
Have you ever
frying
heard
our
of
brains, chemtrails. We're going to hire 100,000 pilots to fly in every city over the world every month. That way we could fry these people's brains slowly. No, if the government wanted to do that, they would go do a much easier way of doing that. They would go through our phones. They would go, if everyone wears headphones, they would go through some sort of consumer product that everyone owns, right? Like it's so much more
yeah?
easily accessible in other ways other than flying over every single city every month. If the
Have
government
you?
wanted you dead, they would kill you. They would kill
Well,
you.
okay.
You're not special.
If you're an enemy of the state, if you're like a fucking like we're talking about U.S. here, yeah, I don't believe they're just going
But
poisoning people like Russia is.
in terms of the government trying to like poison you with radiation, that's no.
Oh
If
yeah,
the
that's not
government
happening.
had a grand scheme to kill the people, they would kill the fucking people.
Have
They
you ever heard
wouldn't
of
have to
Occam's
resort to
razor?
that. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, just to kind of, I guess this summarizes well what we're saying. Occam's razor is like the most of the time, the overwhelming majority, the solution to some problem is normally the simplest one. So, for example, when it comes to evolution, um, like a tree of evolution. So at the end of the tree, you might have a human, and hypothetically speaking, humans could have come from monkeys, or they could have come from fish, right? Like
Yep.
there we
Yep.
perhaps there's no evidence to support either one, but there has way more hoops to jump through coming from the fish side than
Yeah.
there are coming from the monkey side.
Right.
And then later on, you find evidence that we come from monkey. It's just the I don't even know what to call it. The principle
Here's what you're missing
is
though,
the
culture.
solution is the easiest one.
Here's
So when
what
it comes to
here's
what
what
am I
you're
missing?
missing. If you go with the monkeys, that you're not special.
Then
If
you're
you
not
say
special.
that you
Yeah,
came from fish,
God.
you get everyone's attention. What the fuck is this guy talking about? And you get all the attention,
That's
and you're
true.
a superior being because no one knows what you know. That's
Yeah,
my problem with conspiracy theory. All of it, they're all a bunch of attention whores. That's what it boils down to. All of them, every single one of them. Alex Jones, he's the epitome of it. He gets money off of it. He makes an entire living off of it. All
yeah.
of it.
I think you might be right on that.
To make yourself feel special or be special or more superior than your average person, that's why you come up with this stuff, or that's why you support this stuff every single time. That's why you hear every person who's a conspiracy theorist, you know they are, because they tell
I tell
everybody.
you.
They tell everybody, everyone they know, because they want everyone they know to know that they are special and they know more than you. That's
I
exactly why
think
they
it's.
do it.
I think that's part of it. I think another part is they might feel obligated to let everyone know that they're being lied to, and they
Maybe,
feel
maybe on the
like they feel
but
like they know something
yeah,
that people don't.
but I think deep down the root of it is they want attention. Maybe on the outside that's what they're telling themselves is, oh, I have to spread this because I need the world to know that they're frying our brains with 5G. But in reality, they're doing it because they want attention. That's how I feel.
That's probably a big cause. Yeah, I think I
Fuck
agree there.
conspiracy theorists. But if you
Yo,
are a
if you're a
conspiracy,
conspiracy theorist,
hit
come
us
on the
up. I
podcast.
want to
We'll call
hear
you out.
all of it. I want to hear all of it. I won't make fun of you. I might laugh, but I would love to hear all the conspiracy. Prove us wrong.
Come
Tell
and
us how
roast us,
stupid we are about how we're normies, and come tell us all the stuff we don't know. I'd
and we're
love to
just
hear
part
it.
of the
Yeah, I'd
system.
love to
Yeah.
hear it. What
But
other?
bring your evidence. I
Yeah,
want real evidence.
yeah.
I don't
But
want some
I'll
mumbo
still hear
bumbo
it,
bullshit.
even if it is. I still want to hear it though.
Yeah, whatever you fucking put on the table, I will fucking read, and
Yeah.
then I'll most likely tell you you're wrong, but I'll try to keep it
If
in
you
mind.
bring evidence and disprove us, then you disprove us. So do it. Come do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's a good way to end the podcast with a threat.
Yeah. Come do it. Come on here.
Do it.
Prove me wrong.
You wish you wouldn't have.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's your. That was fun. I like talking about conspiracies. It's entertaining as fuck.
We should find some crazy ones to introduce the next episode on.
Yeah, we should. We should
Like the
like
craziest fucking
deep
one you
dive.
can find.
We should deep dive.
A deep dive of
Yeah.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll dive so fucking deep that we'll believe it ourselves.
Dude, maybe that would be. People would love that, dude. Like
I
these
want
guys
to
got
do it.
so invested, and now they know stuff we don't.
I'm ready to believe. That's part of the battle. You have to be ready to believe.
Prove to me aliens are real. I want to know
All
that
right.
Area 51's real. I want to see aliens. Prove it to me. I want to know.
All right. I'll get in the archives.
Yeah,
I'll pull out some files.
We'll dig into the deep webs. We'll try to dig for you guys.
You ready?
All right. Well, that was episode 5. Yeah, episode 5 of the pod. I lose track
Episode
every
cinco.
single week. Cinco.
Yeah.
Cinco.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yep. All right. Well, we will have this uploaded on the 29th of May. Tomorrow.
Yep.
It'll be up. Unless something crazy happens, like 5G kills us off, you know.
Yeah, unless
that happens, then this will be up on YouTube. This is episode 5, and we will see you here next week
See you
on
next
Thursday.
week.
Yeah, see ya.
All right. Bye.